I'm spending a week in the old stomping grounds. This is In Through the Outdoors, and I'm your guide, Jason Walter. Whoever said you can't go back was full of crap. It seems like each time I go back to my hometown of Rugby, North Dakota, it's as though I got in a time machine. Sure, things have changed. Nothing's the same. My dad was administrator of the old hospital, and now they have a brand new one. The Dairy Queen my mom owned is still there, but it's not the same. Sure, the ice cream's the same, but it isn't what it was when we ran it as a family. The old radio station I worked at as a kid is in ruins, but it has a brand new one on top of it. The Hub Restaurant and Motel is now a bank. Panther football is Panther football, but it hasn't had Coach Lay for decades. Our cabin on Lake Metagoshi is still there, and I wish we were too. Devil's Lake, well, that's a body of water that's more like a sea than a lake. I thought it was big when I was a kid, but it is massive today. Woodland Resort wasn't there when I was young, but the walleye were, and so were the 2-pound perch. I remember fishing Zebok Pass and Graham's Island back in 1983, watching a storm approach. Funnel clouds, rain, and wind, and the walleye were on a feeding frenzy. It was almost like they wanted out of the water. The bite was so hot we put ourselves in danger trying to catch as many walleye as possible. We put that 16-foot Mr. Pike with a 50-horse Evinrude to the test. Mr. Pike, that was the boat to own back then. And then there are my classmates, Mark and Jill, Fred, Derek, and Bill. Our 40th high school reunion is this weekend. My, how time flies. And I'm going back home. I'm Jason Walter, and that's In Through the Outdoors. I hope you get out there real soon. As for me, there's no doubt I'll still be chasing Walter. Find more at chaseandwalter.com. Be safe, and thanks for listening. If you like what you hear and you want to listen to more, you'll find tons of stuff on my website at chaseandwalter.com, including Between Hook Sets, the Real Story podcast, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you dabble in podcasts.